The research shows that New Year's resolutions that come along with the January 1st new secular year, don't tend to last. That almost 50% of people have already given up on their New Year's resolution 1 month into the year. And by the time they are 3 months in, 90% of people are no longer keeping their New Year's resolutions. And that's where we are right now. We're nearing the very end of March. Almost 3 months have gone by, which means almost no one is keeping their New Year's resolutions, most of which have to do with personal fitness goals, I am told. It also leads us to this moment in the Jewish calendar where we are beginning the book of Vayikra. Sefer Vayikra, the book of Leviticus. And I'd like to think that maybe there's a connection here. Maybe there's a lesson in terms of what it takes to keep a goal, to keep a resolution. It doesn't need to happen on January 1st, but anytime we set a personal goal for ourselves, what's the key to seeing it through? We find ourselves in this moment as those 3 months are up and 90% of people are no longer keeping their New Year's resolutions. We find ourselves at the beginning of the book of Vayikra, which focuses on consistency, which focuses not on the large-scale miracles and stories, which we of course love to read about. We've already come through the Exodus, we've already received the Torah at Sinai, and here we arrive at the book of Vayikra, which is a collection of details, a collection of laws, and really a sense that what happens in our mundane, everyday world deeply matters. There's a debate that is presented by the Ein Yaakov and in the 16th century, early 16th century. And the debate has to do with what is the most important verse in the Torah? What is the verse that essentially includes the essential principles of Judaism? And the debate ensues first with the assertion that Shema Yisrael is the most important verse in the Torah because, of course, it is a statement of faith, basic faith in the one true God. And then in the next opinion comes forward, this is of course the opinion of Rabbi Akiva, that the most important verse in the Torah is Ve'ahavta l'reacha kamocha, love your neighbor as you love yourself. And this debate actually seems to be a debate between Ben Adam LaMakom, our faith in God as the most important thing, and Ben Adam LaChavero, our obligations to our fellow human beings as the most important thing. And then comes along a third opinion. And the third opinion seems odd. It suggests that the most important verse in the Torah is Et hakeves echad ta'aseh baboker. The first lamb, one lamb is offered as a sacrifice in the morning, and another lamb in the evening or at the end of the day. This describes the daily sacrificial offerings. What could be more mundane than something that is done day in and day out, identically the same? It's as if saying that the most important thing we do as Jews every day is to say the bracha hamotzi lechem min haaretz, or to pray the Amidah. I mean, these seem unremarkable and really happen every day. How could they be so important? And in the Ein Yaakov, this introduction to the Ein Yaakov, he says this is the most important verse because it's about consistency and determination. It's about following through on one's goals every single day. It's not about grand statements of faith or commitment. It's about actually doing it. And that's hard. It's really hard to stay dedicated every single day to our ideals. And that is what the book of Vayikra is coming to teach us. Even though that particular verse happens to come in the book of Bimidbar, but we find ourselves at the beginning of Vayikra meeting all of these details about the sacrifices, about the obligations we have towards God and toward one another, about the mundane, about the everyday. And maybe it doesn't seem so magical when we do the same thing day in and day out. Maybe it's hard to keep to, which is why I think those New Year's resolutions tend to fall by the wayside. We think so large, we think so grand, we think, I'm going to turn everything around. But really what it comes down to is doing something every day. a little bit each day, and steadily sticking with that. Our Jewish tradition also has a lesson about that. Lo alecha hamlacha ligmor, you don't have to complete the work. V'lo ata ben chorin libatel mimena. Nor are you free to abstain from it. You just got to keep going, one day at a time, putting one foot in front of the other. And that is the most important thing. Meeting yourself where you're at every single day, finding yourself one goal for this day that you can accomplish. One thing in the morning, one thing in the evening, and that will bring us to the grander goals of Shema Yisrael or Ve'ahavta l'reacha kamocha. That it's all in the details, that it's all in the mundane. And maybe we don't need those grand resolutions, maybe we just need to decide each and every day to get it done. Shabbat Shalom.